Hi, Michael Grinder again. We're talking about our book, A Cat in the Doghouse. And this is our second series of 3. We're going to talk about dog students. How do you recognize them and how do you treat them? Well, it'd be real easy to say, they tend to wag their tail, but they do. They really are glad to see you on a regular basis. But there's other behaviors that you can watch for. Number 1, when they tend to gesture, they always have a bent elbow. They don't go out straight. They tend to almost, when they stand, they have the weight on one leg more than the other. When they sit, they tend to lean. So they tend to be not upright as much as you would think a student at different age groups would. The other thing is when they are talking, they're very rhythmic in terms of their voice pattern. And that's because they bob their head a lot. Because they're bobbing their head, their voice goes up and down, very friendly, easy to listen to. And if you would, watch their palms. They tend to have their palms up because if your palms are up, you tend to have your curl of your voice going up at the end of every phrase and sentence. So they're just really friendly. When they listen, it's very similar. They listen with their head. But it's not just their head. They will make sounds that are encouraging. So they really are the absolute pinnacle of empathy in terms of what we want. Sometimes their dress, their speech pattern will be a little more informal than others. Now, that's what you see in terms of their behaviors. But if you want to really watch what their traits are like, I would recommend what I call the 7 A's. Number 1, accommodating. They will really, really accommodate you and anyone else, you being the teacher. If you ask them, class, I need a favor. How can we? They're also very accepting. You have to change the schedule. They'll let you change the schedule. They really want to be helpful. The big thing is they're very approachable. If you go up and say, would you do me a favor? To go, I would love to do you a favor. Very appreciative. When you say, class, I made this over the weekend. I want to share with you. So they have a lot of eye contact as they do their appreciation. If they're interacting, like in a cooperative learning group, they will always ask questions of other people. They really want to know who you are and how I can accept you in very, very many ways. And if you would, they love to acknowledge others. That was really a good question that you just asked. They never assume. And that's the 7th A. So if I may, accommodating, accepting, approachable, very appreciative, ask questions, acknowledge others, and then if you would, they don't assume. If I may, they love the golden rule, treat me and I'll treat you the same way. In fact, I'll treat you the way I want you to treat me, the golden rule. Those are your dogs. They will do fine with whatever you ask of them. The lower the grade level you teach, the more there's dogs. The higher the grade level, that's the next clip we have. How do you recognize the cat students? Michael Grinder here. Thank you.